Okay, Venus just moved into Aquarius. So let's take a look at what that looks like in the sky. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the amazing stellarium.org software that is free. I'll say this again and again. Okay, so here is the time when it happened, but the sun is on. So let's turn the sun off so we can see what's going on. And there is Venus. I'm just going to zoom in here for a second, move this down a little so those of you on the phone can see this as well. So here is the point of 0 Aquarius in the sky. Mars is already there. They're about to come together this coming week, having the Venus-Mars conjunction. And you can see Venus has left the Archer, which is also known as the Sagittarius constellation by astronomers, and is moving towards the Goatfish, which is also called the Capricornus constellation by astronomers. That's the word I'm looking for. So interestingly, right, here is Venus moving into Aquarius, and this is always a great opportunity to talk about the fact that the signs and the constellations are not the same thing. So here's Aquarius in the sky, but it overlays this goatfish constellation because the signs from a tropical zodiac, tropical astrology focus is on the signs, the archetypes, they have to do with the seasonal changes, right? So 0 Aries, when the sun reaches 0 Aries, that's the March equinox, right? Spring in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern hemisphere. And that is a seasonally related thing, whether it's spring or fall, right? I live in Colorado, so kind of traditional spring can come a little bit later, but that's still my spring experience happens at that March equinox, where if you're in California, it may feel like spring comes earlier than the March equinox, right? But it's still your spring experience, right? So it's really related to that aspect of where the sun moves around the seasons throughout the year, as opposed to the constellations. So every 26,000 years, about, the signs and the constellations will align, which is what happened when everything got named that way. They were aligned, but then the seasons changed because we have this wobble at the, here's my, so I'll just stop the share of my screen for just a second and we can see, here is the angle of where our axis of our planet, the Earth, is, right? And this is what causes the seasons for us, for when the sun is more pointing towards the northern hemisphere, the equinox is when it's right on the equator, and the solstice when it's pointing more towards the southern hemisphere, right? So there is a wobble that happens with that axis, and that's what causes the signs to align with the constellations. So let's just go back to our awesome stellarium.org. And once again, the free software, cannot recommend it enough, on your desktop to just see. So here's Venus moving into Aquarius here at this part of the sky. And Venus moving into Aquarius, I talked a lot about in my video yesterday for Venus Fridays, but we'll talk about it here. Aquarius is that bird's eye view. So the feminine and the masculine are both in Aquarius, and they're going to meet together in Aquarius for this conjunction coming this week. Oops, sorry, I didn't realize my phone was on. So that is about that, seeing the bigger picture, right? Seeing how we're all in this together. We're equal, where we rise together, right? The highest vibrations of humanity, right? The thinking, the understanding, the awareness, the consciousness, right? The air sign of how we're all in this together. And the more I learn about you, the more I can see and understand that we are all brothers and sisters in this together. So this is just a quick little snippet to see where Venus moving into Aquarius is in the sky. All right, thanks. Oh, my words are blocking my stop recording. Okay, bye.